I need a little bit of like a, you're going to send me to the psych ward.
I mean, did we not call this from the first episode? I told you there's something about Leah. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie, for those who don't know me. What was this episode? What was this episode? If you guys knew what I went through yesterday in my real life, you would understand why everything to me just feels like a dream, okay? Yesterday, maybe one day I'll say it on a live or something, it was just absolute madness. And then to watch this episode, I don't even know what's real, what's not real anymore. I'm just all kinds of discombobulated, child. But let's get into it. Before I do, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Speaking of comments, okay, let's just set the record straight from now, okay? A lot of people in the comments were not happy that I said what I said about Janae, and guess what? I said what I said.
I said what I said.
On a game level, you gotta do what you gotta do to get your man. We understand that. However, if you claim that this is your friend, the timing of Janae bringing the eggs, in my opinion, was not right. I feel like as a friend, I would consider that as disrespectful. My friend who also watches the show also thinks that it was disrespectful. As long as my friends in real life align with me, I ain't got no problem. So let's get into this episode. Miguel and Liv are happy to be coupled up, at least for now. We know this relationship ain't real. And they solidify it by having a kiss. Me personally, I don't even understand. I mean, Liv was shocked at the fact that Miguel picked her at the recoupling. So she even knows there isn't much depth there, but she's going with it. I guess we're going with it for now. He does say that he is still open. He tells her straight up, like, it is still open. And then we see him talking to Nicole, telling her, hey, it's still open. I do want to get to know you. So that's going to develop a little bit later. Hakeem and Janae, they're all cuddled up. And I'm just like, so we're just going to pretend like this is real.
I'm excited for us.
Yeah?
Yeah. I still feel like we should build on the friendship level, and then hopefully it will grow.
I don't even want to talk about it. It seems like you're getting a little upset during...
What? I'm not gonna talk about it, acknowledge it, or go to him. Like, it's just rude.
Move forward. He's in his new coupling.
Yeah, I'm actually happy for him.
She says that she wants to build a friendship first. And listen, at this point, we know that everybody who says, I just want to start off with a friendship, it's code for I'm not really feeling you like that. But in the meantime, I'm actually waiting for my actual type to come into the villa. We know that's what that means. Like, let's build a friendship. You don't mean that. You don't mean that. If you actually meant that, we would have seen something brewing between Hakeem and Janae from time, but Janae was not even looking in Hakeem's direction, and he wasn't looking in hers. So we'll just pretend like this coupling makes sense. Leah is talking to Connor. No, she's not talking to Connor. She's talking about Connor. And she says that she don't want that man no more.
Like, I think I fucked up. Oh God, now that I think like it's something I have, I don't want it anymore. Let me preface this by saying I'm ill and I'm sick. He's too nice. I just like hate his skinny jeans. I don't like him anymore.
Janae clocked it. Janae said she was going to be upset. I mean, she's not really upset, but she was going to be upset if it comes to light that Leah didn't have true intentions with Connor and was just using him as a rebound. Of course she was. Of course she was. Not too long ago, she was crying in Janae's arms over Rob. She did not want Connor. I thought that there would be more potential. I didn't think she would be over it this quick, but now that the chase is done, now that Rob genuinely does not want Leah, she's realizing I was a little bit hasty with Connor. And now I'm stuck. And then she's going to continue to lie about being into Connor. Leah, you're not beating the allegations, babe. You are tapped, okay? We see a very quick conversation between Nicole and Kendall. Basically, I think he was asking for a cuddle in bed. And she was like, you're not hot? Like, it's hot, you know? I think Leah has the same conversation with Connor. And I'm like, why can't these girls just be honest and say that they don't want these men? Just be honest. Like... Yo, anyways, Kayla cried again. Couldn't really be bothered by that. But we do see Serena, who is sitting on Cordell's lap.
I don't know if anybody else would be as accepting of how slow I move besides you.
Yeah, I feel like I made the right decision. You know, I went with my gut. I went with the way that she
I was
went about
judging you
it.
for no reason.
Yeah,
honestly.
that shit was crazy. Is it still friendship couple?
Not right now, no. You definitely have that shit on your lip, but...
Do I look good with it?
I don't know how to feel about Serena, honestly. I do believe that connections can grow stronger over time, especially when you spend so much time with these people. You start to feel feelings that you never thought of before. When I was in university, we had this thing called Lacombe Eyes. The city that we were going to school in was called Lacombe. It's a small town. And Lacombe Eyes was basically you being into somebody in Lacombe who you would never pay attention to in your hometown. I feel like Serena has villa eyes, Leah has villa eyes, Nicole has villa eyes, where in the real world, these are not the men that you would gravitate to. But because this is the situation you're in, you just kind of have to stick with it. The problem for me is that Cordell has clocked Serena's disinterest in him, and he's deciding to go with it anyways. I hope that when she switches up on him, he doesn't act surprised, because you had to have seen this coming. In the morning, Leah tells the girls that she's not feeling Connor because he's too safe. Serena says that she's been turned on by Cordell, and he says that he has no regrets of picking her. Liv and Miguel have been kissing in the night, but they both are aware that they are still open. Rob and Andrea are seemingly going strong. Kendall says that he feels really good about Nicole, but Nicole is concerned about Kendall because he's been threatened by Miguel's presence, and he's basically been smothering her, and she's not a fan of that. So Connor and Leah talk on the dock where she tells him she's just not a touchy person. Leah, be for real. Since when are you not a touchy person? Since when are you not a touchy person? You were touchy with this guy just 24 hours ago. So use an excuse that makes more sense. He has seen you with Rob. He has seen you with him prior to the recoupling. And now all of a sudden you're not a touchy person. Just tell him you don't like him. Just tell him you don't want him. Why are we wasting our time? Girl, anyways. Miguel talks to Nicole, and he says that he is really into her more so than any other girl in the villa right now.
My goal is to really find a girl that I do want to get to know outside of here. You are the girl that I do want to get to know the most.
I told you I'm open.
There's definitely some grafting I've got to do for you, and I'm more than happy to do that.
Kick this guy's fucking ass. You want to talk to my girl? I'm gonna fucking beat your ass.
So I actually think that between Nicole and Kendall and Nicole and Miguel, that Nicole and Miguel make more sense. They seem like their vibes are more aligned. Their vibes are more aligned. Does that make sense? Whatever, yeah. With Kendall, I think that Kendall is just a little too goofy for her. And it's funny because the producers were really pushing that narrative. He's like this goofy guy, whereas Miguel has this mystery and this kind of danger tied to him. And so of course she's going to be more attracted to the guy who seems mysterious. I don't know what it is about a lot of us women, but a lot of us do like danger. And Miguel gives that, whereas Kendall, especially now that he's smothering her, it's just too much. He's a little bit too nice, a little bit too sweet. Kendall reminds me of Giovanni from a few seasons back. Giovanni was also very attractive, but a lot of the women saw him as like goofy and more of a friend than somebody who they'd want to take down. You know what I'm saying? So they play a game or the challenge, whatever. Kendall and Nicole think that Miguel and Liv would burn another couple. Connor and Leah wouldn't want to be abandoned with Hakeem and Janae. Serena and Cordell think that Leah and Connor are the most toxic. Leah didn't like that, and she feels like they are the most toxic. And then Connor threw shade at Janae because Janae was making comments, and he was like, you have no place to talk, and it was just a mess. All right. Liv and Miguel think that Hakeem and Janae are faking it, more so Hakeem. And then Hakeem started going back and forth with Liv, and Janae said, what did I tell you about arguing with women? And I wonder what that conversation was, because in one of my reviews I said the same thing. The way that Hakeem just goes toe-to-toe with some of these girls, and I understand he is frustrated. He is a human being. He's going to have something to say. But the way that he does it, I'm just like, I don't know. Like, it's just not attractive to see a guy barking at a girl. Like, it's petty. And I would just expect better from a man that I was pursuing. But anyways, let's move on. I do understand that they are human. They are going to feel things. Like, it's fine. I get it. Okay. Anyways, Kaylor and Aaron think that Leah and Connor will burn out first. And Connor needs to pay attention because at this point, the girls have been saying a lot of things. You know that the girls talk. So clearly Leah is giving them the impression that she's not really feeling it. Rob and Andrea would like to see Hakeem and Janae dumped. Oh. I'm just making that connection to the end of the episode. Rob and Andrea would like to see Hakeem and Janae dumped next because Janae wants a boyfriend, not a best friend. Keep that in mind. And lastly, Janae and Hakeem think that Connor and Leah are the most annoying, and she poured both cups in Connor's face. So after the game, Connor asked Leah, yo, what's the deal? Because obviously you're telling something to the girls that I need to know about.
Do you think Leah is feeling Connor as much as Connor is feeling Leah?
At all.
I don't even want to know that.
Yeah,
I feel so bad for him.
I'm still excited to be in a couple with you. I think we have a lot of fun together. I think my chat with Connor made me realize that I'm a really bad person. He is probably too good and mature for me.
If you do feel a certain way,
I would tell you.
Please let me know. Yeah.
You know I would.
Yeah.
This girl was in the beach hut talking about, I'm a bad person. So you're just gonna sit in it? Like you don't want to be better? You don't want to be a better person? You know you're stringing this guy along. You know you don't like it. You know you're not on the same page and you're just gonna pretend like you are? For what? Oh, Leah, girl, it's a mess, child. And Connor is like, well, I'm gonna take the risk, and if I look stupid, you already look stupid. You already look stupid. The way that you went about it was dumb, okay? Nobody is upset at the fact that he was interested in somebody outside of Janae. We all saw it coming, but how you handle it is important, and I believe Connor did not handle that correctly. Miguel finally confirms that when it comes to Liv, there is a sexual attraction. However, that's about it. Who he really wants is Nicole.
There is definitely a sexual attraction to her, but I know who I do want to really get to know, and I feel like you know who that person is.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm sexy. Who's sexy? I'm sexy.
I don't get like that giddy feeling, you know what I mean? That I feel like I should be getting by now.
I don't think it's ever a woman's job to make a move. I think it's a guy's job to make it apparent.
I'm gonna do. Can we kiss one more time? Before we go back?
Like I said before, I do like Kendall and Nicole, but I think that Nicole just likes Miguel more. And what can you do about that? I mean, you don't have to kiss the guy on the dock in secret twice. Ma'am, this is gonna blow back in your face. I don't know why you thought that that was a good decision, but I can see the allure when it comes to Miguel. I really can. Sans the demon on his neck, hate it. Or what is this called? Chest. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. However, I like these two. I like these two together. And can Liv catch a damn break? All her guys need to sneak behind her back in order to find their connections. First, it was Rob. Then it was Hakeem. And now it's Miguel. Baby girl, are these men afraid of you? Why do they keep having to go behind your back? I don't understand. Anyways, eventually Nicole tells Liv. It seems like she didn't want to tell her right away. She was going to tell Kaylor first, and then Liv walked in, and Liv claims that she's okay with it. She was like, you know what, I appreciate the honesty as long as you tell me up front that I'm not gonna have an issue with it. So that's what she said. We'll see how true that is. Cordell and Serena are more comfortable with each other. These two are, you know, making out on the couch in broad day. Oh no, it wasn't daylight, but out in the open. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep my eyes on you though. I still feel like Serena is playing on the crush that Cordell has on her. But it's fine. We'll see. I mean, it's not fine, but we'll see. And then Connor wants to clear the air with Janae.
I was a little testy today.
You have these little unnecessary comments you felt the need to say. If you want to be with Leah, that's totally fine. I wish you nothing but the best, but don't disrespect me. You've never, ever said, hey, Janae, I'm leaning more towards her.
Kind of disagree that I didn't express my opinion.
We're going to have to agree
you.
to disagree because you're not understanding it from my side. You don't
said
have
I'm
the
trying
balls
to
to
talk to
express
you.
yourself when I need you to,
Janae,
and you know that. You don't
I
understand
understand
shit,
your
because you'll say you understand it, and
perspective.
you're like,
Yes, I
I'm
do.
confused. No, you do not understand my side.
So I do agree with Janae when she says that you didn't tell me explicitly that you were leaning more to Leah than you were to me. I do think that things progressed and he didn't clue Janae in. Maybe they were already starting to be petty with each other, so he felt like it wasn't necessary. Or he felt like that was his way of being petty in return. I don't know. But definitely, he did not let Janae in on the fact that she, Leah, was more of who he wanted to pursue, whatever. When it comes to these side comments, though, they have both thrown shade at each other multiple times in multiple scenarios. So can't really agree with Janae on that one. I am gonna say something about Janae, and I know that Janae stands, good Lord. Y'all are a little bit insufferable, I can't lie. We can criticize somebody and still like them. I still like Janae. However, the way that she communicates in frustration is cause for concern, in my opinion. If you want a relationship with somebody, you are going to have situations where you are pissed off. You still have to find a way to have an equal conversation. Just talking over the person, talking over them, it's not gonna get you anywhere. It's not gonna resolve anything. I also think that what would have helped the both of them is Connor admitting his missteps. He doesn't want to accept any fault, which is obviously triggering Janae. So I do understand her being very frustrated with him. But he asked her if they could reconvene at a better time, and she said she doesn't want to. In my opinion, at that point, let's dead it for real. I don't want to hear neither of them throwing shade at each other. I don't want to hear either of them just like, let's let it go, okay? You tried to have the talk. It didn't go well. You guys don't even want to explore things with each other anymore. Let's leave it in the past. So here comes Ariana. Everybody's stressed. I didn't know this was going to be as hectic as it was. So she says the public has been voting, and there are 3 bottom couples who are at risk of being dumped. The bottom couples are Janae and Hakeem, Rob and Andrea, and Nicole and Kendall. So people are doing their deliberations. It goes to shit. Like, it was so bad.
Andrea.
Sorry, dude, I can't. No.
Please, Rob, just think about it.
What the fuck? Why would you guys go for Andrea?
We had to make a decision.
Yeah, fucking obviously.
It was not easy for us. We didn't want to
What?
send
That makes no sense.
We don't.
So you're gonna not dump them because they're not in a connection in here?
Please let me know who the fuck you thought where you wanted to go.
It's so obvious they're talking about me.
Now, me personally, let me just say what I want to say, and then I'll speak as a reviewer, okay? Bye, Rob. Bye. Something about his connection with Andrea, I don't want to buy into it at all. They can go for all I care. If you really care about her that much, go and be with her. Go and be with her. I do understand the point of Love Island is to find your person and then the most favorite couple wins. Fine. But you also don't have eyes for anybody else, whereas the people who are also on the block have some open doors still that they would like to explore. Let them explore. You found what you wanted. Bye. Okay? Now, as a reviewer, it does make sense to drop Janae. It does. I can understand why the guys are annoyed, and I love that production made the girls evict a girl and the guys evict a guy, because they knew if it was up to the guys, Janae was leaving. The producers chose to be on smoke and said, let the girls decide, because you're telling me a girl who's been here in the beginning is up next to 2 girls who have only been here for what? A handful of days, and who have rubbed a lot of the girls the wrong way. It's gonna be a controversial dumping. Absolute, and I loved it. But objectively, Janae makes more sense for her to go, even if she still maybe potentially, I don't know, has eyes for Connor. Connor doesn't have eyes for her, clearly. Her and Hakeem, it's just friendship, let's be for real. That's why they dumped Hakeem, because they know that the Janae connection, it's not real. But I loved the chaos, man. I loved it. Aaron popping off, I'm like, Aaron, be for real. He's like, if we were in that situation, would you vote out me and Kayla? Probably not. But you can understand how if Kayla was up there next to the 2 new girls, Kayla would have been favored over the 2 new girls. So their decision would have worked in your favor. Like, I wanted him to think that way as well, but he was just so mad that Rob is now potentially going to leave because Andrea is leaving. It had nothing to do with Andrea. It had everything to do with his little bestie leaving if you want to go too, Aaron, you could go. And then Kayla can go too. So all 5 of y'all can go. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with all of y'all can go. Anyways, I'm rambling now. So that's it for today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Still on vacation, so still a wonky posting episode, but I'm trying my best. With that being said, I will see you in the next one.